So Lacey Evans had a match yesterday against a local talent, and I didn't make anything of it when I was watching because I was like, oh, she's doing what a heel does. And so there was a child there who has Down syndrome, and she does the typical heel thing of give me a high five. Look at you.
Psych.
No, she did that,
Okay.
and people got mad about it. Now, before I get to my take on everything, you've been to VCW with me.
Yes.
Do you recall the little child that has Down syndrome at the VCW shows?
I think so.
Don't tell me if I'm wrong. The heels do the same thing to that child.
Yeah.
They get heat with that child too, right? So why we mad? Now Alex Kane, you know Alex, you heard of Alex Kane. Alex Kane's on MLW. He actually responded back to me on Twitter when I said I put on Twitter because somebody said being a character or not, this is not funny. This woman is a joke. And I said, all y'all mad, and he probably had the time of his life. I go to local shows and there's a child with Downs. He enjoys his stuff. Y'all gotta relax. And then Alex Kane replies that it was lazy hill work. Was it cheap? Yeah, but you got cheap pops. Everybody knows the number one cheap pop. We're in Chesapeake right now. In Chesapeake, Virginia, crowd goes wild. Just because you said the city. The most cheapest pop. So yes, her picking at a child with Down syndrome, MJF does worse.
Way worse.
Way worse.
He's done way worse.
You call a fan in the wheelchair Hot Wheels.
Pardon the interruption, but let's go ahead and talk. So I know there's a lot of people out there that deal with wanting to wear hats and things like that, but you don't want to mess up your hair. Well, I got the perfect thing for you. I'm a brand ambassador for King's Crowning. Yeah, that's right, King's Crowning. They have dad hats, fitted caps. As you see here, they have little halo turbans that I absolutely love. Look at me, man. Just look at this red turban that's sitting perfect on my head. Don't you just want one of these? Well, use my code Unbounded1. Get 10% off your next purchase. What y'all waiting on? Go get one. Trust me, you won't regret it. Put word on it. I should not be laughing. Don't cancel me. I haven't been canceled this year yet. I got canceled twice last year. I was still waiting for my. Maybe I'll break the record this year. Trying to get canceled 3 times this year. Can I do it? We'll see. That might be my first time just laughing at that. But because I was kind of bothered by it, and so I made a few tweets about it because I was just like, why? And oh wow, so they deleted the tweet. So was Public Enemies made a post about it, trying to say it was wrong. And I was like, all right, so when I criticize MJF for disrespecting my faith, don't come attack me now, right? Because MJF has done at least twice has disrespected Christianity.
By calling himself the devil?
Well, no, it wasn't that one. It was the one where he said something about Jesus. That was one of them. I can't think of the other one. I ain't even talking about him calling himself the devil.
I don't even remember him saying that.
Let me see if I can find it. Because I was at church and I saw the quote. And I was like, wait, he really said that? And then even Bischoff made a post about it. And I saw it again. And he was like, you really... Hold on. I'm going to find it later on. I'll show it to you. Yeah. But MJF has said a lot of things. Calling what was it? Owen Hart's, was it Owen Hart? No, it wasn't Owen Hart. It was Pillman.
Yeah.
The whole Pillman situation. They calling his mom Methany. And so I said that at this point, MJF doesn't need to come to WWE. Because the moment MJF comes to WWE, you think he's going to be...
He's not going to tone it
the
down.
PG heel?
He's not.
He's not going to tone down. And then the second he says something even halfway remotely close to what he does on AEW,
they're going to want him fired.
They're going to want him fired. They're going to want his head on the they're going to want his head on the torch. All these things because how dare you? How dare you be so soft? And then you got these same idiots over talking some, we need to bring back the Attitude Era. We need to bring back edginess in wrestling. This is too soft. You're too soft.
You want edginess in wrestling? I keep telling people, watch Impact.
Shoot, watch Lucha Underground.
That too. You want edginess?
We'll get to episode 5, hopefully after the pod. But man, no, I'm just over wrestling fans at this point because nothing that Lacey Evans did in that situation. And you know what? You know what made it really worse? You remember we talked about her in that post that she shared on her Instagram about the autism?
Yeah.
And I said that she basically got Kyrie because she made no post. It was just the person that the video was from. It was basically the same situation. She made no commentary on it. She just shared it, and then now she's the one that's has to bear the cross of it. And so that they were basically taking what happened last night and adding on that situation and making it seem like she said that autism wasn't real. That's all I saw. She said autism wasn't real. No, she didn't. She didn't say anything. The video said that autism and ADHD weren't really a thing until we started consuming so much processed foods. And so my whole thing with that was, if you don't believe that, argue against it. The same tape we had when Chisholm Adonis came on to the podcast and we talked about Andrew Tate. Instead of crying about it, be a man, be a woman, and debate. But no, we just want to cry.
Motherfucker, I've been mortified, 45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them niggas slide. Homicide, genocide, televised, emphasize, perpetuating war. Tell that nigga he gon' pick a side. Hood ties from hood lines, now niggas doing dope lines. I'm running to the cops, that's a big